Słodko możesz ujrzeć taniec taki, co cię pobożnie przedstawi specjalnie.
Hello everybody, this is me Paul. Welcome back to my studio Warsaw, Poland. I've been ill for a couple of days and now I'm better. I can get back to shooting some videos for you. Today it's gonna be all about Polyverse plugins, because you know what, I always knew they are there. I always had a feeling these are very interesting, creative, high-quality tools, but I never tried them. And they seriously look like something for me, particularly, maybe also for you. So it's definitely time to check it out today. And I would also like to try maybe kind of a new series on the channel, some kind of a manufacturer focus that I'm gonna present, some plugin makers portfolio, let's say. And we're gonna start with Polyverse today. Of course, if you think this channel is a cool place, if you like my studio and my videos, consider subscribing somewhere here down in the corner, getting notified, liking this vid, and commenting on it down below so that I know what you think about Polyverse and my new plugin makers portfolio series. Let's go. Plus, if you like the plugins and would like to both support me, you're gonna find some affiliate links down below. Thanks. I'm ready to shoot. And I'm gonna start with the website of Polyverse. Well, this sleek, modern look, trance music, experimental, deep electronic music. Very sleek, very modern, and it's no surprise to me because Polyverse collaborates with Infected Mushroom on some of their plugins. I wish Gatekeeper plus Manipulator are co-created with Infected Mushroom, so I suppose there's this trance and more electronic music signature on everything that Polyverse does. And I've seen some videos, I saw some stuff, and it seems very interesting and very high quality. These are not cheapest plugins, let's say, because Filterverse, this is a public beta, is $100, Supermodal is $100, Comet is $150, Manipulator is $150, and there are some more. We're gonna focus actually on these today: Filterverse, Supermodal, Comet, and Manipulator. And I'm gonna present them on a track that is kind of suitable to try to test some Polyverse plugins, I believe. This is a dubstep plus 8-bit plus romantic piano music. Romantic meaning romanticism, the era in music, in Frédéric Chopin, for example. And I'm gonna play you a chunk of this track, and then we're gonna find some places to fit some Polyverse plugins in. That's enough, let's say. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm working on. I'll release this track as a part of an album, I hope. There's still plenty of stuff to do, but it's already a good playground for Polyverse, I believe. And shall we start with, for example, these 8-bit and harpsichord elements, for example, that are here. And let's make a scent and let's test out Comet reverb first. This is how it looks like. And you know what? These are 5 algorithms that you can put in separate compartments, let's say. They've got very simple controls: pre-delay, diffuse, detune, size, and decay, plus high damping, low damping, and color as well. The point is that you can softly glide between these. You can make them work in a portamento mode, and this is where it gets really interesting, guys, because we're gonna simply try to listen to how this reverb sounds as it is, and then we're gonna get into this creative part of it. Like a small one here with, let's say, some high damping without low damping. Yeah, like this. And the second one, we're gonna make the opposite. We're gonna make size really huge, and we're gonna make it decay for a long time, like this. And now, when I'm gonna click between them, I can use this glide. For example, I can use sync glide or simply seconds. Let's say I'm gonna use a quarter glide. Look what happens. Yes, this reverb is moving. It can move with a single click. You can tune it actually using size, for example, and you can make it float in very different crazy ways. Maybe also that would be cool to show it on this piano. How cool is that? You've got 5 algorithms at hand. They are very smooth. They're not meant to be natural. They are meant to be synthetic and simple. And this is already kind of a crazy idea. What I would also like to see in this plugin, and I can see some room for it, is that you can automate the choice of your algorithm completely, so that it's gonna, for example, jump randomly, because between all these 5 in some rhythmical way or also in a random way. Hey Polyverse, this is a great start, and I already think this is like a different approach to reverberating things. Think about this, automating the compartment of your reverb. That would be something, but still, this is really cool. And I'm gonna get to another one, and let's take Supermodal. It's a filter plus modulation source that you can blend between, and you can modulate this using some time-dependent LFOs, step sequences, randomizers. Well, presets? Noise. Let's make it noise. It's gonna fit this production even, I would say. Let me unsolo this. Okay, that's too much, but you know what? I feel that I could find some room for some very single elements being transformed using this. Is there anything like an initial preset here? Yes, there is. These are resonators, but the way you can tweak them seriously is crazy, you know. Okay, and okay, I'm gonna quit this, and I'm gonna go for Filterverse, which is supposed to do even more. And I know this one quite for some time because that was the first one, and I bought it actually from Polyverse like 2 weeks ago, and this is how it all started. Filterverse, and we're gonna use it on some chords here. Yes, and you've got 3, let's say, compartments here. Each of these is simply a filter with resonance and some very basic settings, and again, modulators. You've got 3 of them, you can make them work together, which is already quite intense. And we're gonna take something rhythmic. I simply am kind of in love with all this rhythmic stuff that's here, I have to tell you. And maybe with bass and drums simply. already you can hear there's a lot of going on here. I would also go for an initial preset, yes, to test out some of the very basic, let's say, functions. Cut off. Solo. And just the basic low pass, but there's so much more. Look, and actually you can even make it kind of a reverb. And again, you can make it move as with Comet, and it starts behaving very random and crazy. Also flangers, choruses, a lot of stuff, a lot of multiple filters like here. And presets, presets, presets. Tons of these. And let's take something glitch maybe. And these are so creative. There are so many possible things you can do with these that it could be easily a separate series on creating out of this world runs using these plugins. I'm seriously impressed with things you can achieve here very quickly and having some very original, very authorial, never heard before results. Yes, there are some things I've never heard before in these plugins, and the last one I'd like to show you is called Manipulator. It's the one created with an infected mushroom, and there is a vocal preview for this track. It's gonna be sang by a friend of mine, an opera singer. I'm not gonna tell you anything more, but for now it's just my, let's say, my tuned vocal as a preview, but it's kind of enough to try to throw Manipulator in. Because this is mainly for vocals, but of course not only for vocals. You can do a lot of stuff with this. And we can also start with some presets.
Starzec, choć wiekiem stargany, choć ku ziemi skronie zwrócił, gdy ją ujrzał, pobiec wstany. Taniec na niebie i na ziemi całej, winien myśl jakoś przedstawiać nam wszędzie. Nieraz go ludy w znak czci używały, wpadaliśmy niejakim obrzędzie.
Can you hear what's going on? And is there an initial? Again, I want something. Yes, there is initial. And maybe now nothing's gonna happen so that we can tweak it step by step.
Starzec, choć wiekiem stargany, choć ku ziemi skronie wrócił,
Gdy ją ujrzał, porzucił, z nią pobiec wstany.
mąż, choć otoczony rodziną, chociaż z dni ma chwalą płyną i kwitną wawrzyną listkiem, musi zapomnieć o wszystkim. Lecz rzadko możesz ujrzeć taniec taki, jaki nabawnie przedstawi specjalnie, na pierwszy człowiek przez pląsów.
This alternator, this is a thing, this is crazy.
Taniec na niebie i na ziemi całej, winien myśl jakoś przedstawiać nam wszędzie. Nieraz go ludy w znak czci używały, w pobożnym jakim
Obrzędzie. Lecz rzadko możesz ujrzeć taniec taki,
co ci nabożnie przedstawi
specjalnie, na
This is a must on these vocals. That's gonna be opera singing with heavy smashing it like this, making it very modern. I knew it somewhere deep down, having this very remote connection to Polyverse plugins, that these are very joyful, very creative, but also very high quality, well thought out and designed plugins. And I was absolutely dang right. And I'm really so happy that I can welcome these in my arsenal. And actually, this video is a serious, sincere shot of happiness. I wanted to share my joy with you that I discovered something so friggin' great for some of my productions like this one. Guys, that's it. let's sum the things up. Yeah, and I'm wondering how is it even possible that I skipped Polyverse plugins so far. I mean, these are really tools for me, and I still can find some room for using them in my current production, as you could hear. And well, these are very high quality tools, very creative, very good sounding. They've got this infected mushroom signature, very rich baroque electronic music inside, I would say, and I love it. I seriously love it. So welcome Polyverse to my arsenal, and I'm thrilled and I'm excited to try these on some of my new tracks and on this current one. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. I hope to hear from you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.